Good morning, everyone, and welcome to episode 19 of the Digital Commando Show. It's Fitness Friday. So once again, as always, another fantastic guest for you today. And what we're going to be talking about on this Fitness Friday, we're going to go on to how to get yourself in the zone, how to get your head in the right place to get yourself ready and motivated to do a workout. Then we're going to talk about how to work out at home. Now, lots of people are obviously working from home at the minute, so if you're not getting out, we're going to go through some tips to what to do if you want to work out at home. And then finally, we're going to talk about what to eat and what not to eat. Now, we don't all want to be sitting here eating pizzas all day and getting fat at home, so we're going to talk about what good stuff to eat to keep us energized and our nutrients up. So my guest today for you is Jamie Constable, a multi-award winning PT. Let's get him onto the show. Right, here we go. Jamie, how you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Thanks very much for joining me today. Just for those that don't know who you are, can you do a quick intro and tell everyone a bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm Jamie Constable. I'm a personal trainer and online coach from Leamington Spa. And yeah, I've been working out for literally most of my life. I've done rugby, football, gymnastics, and now I do muscle model, and which I compete in. And I turned pro 2 years ago. I was only compete again last month, but COVID, and now I cannot work. Wow, I cannot compete until, I don't know, the end of the year, starting next. So just see how it goes, a bit more relaxed, going again, trying to build up. And yeah, just do the best I can at the moment.
Awesome. Cheers, Jamie. Yeah, I think it must be a massive change. I know I've spoken to loads of PTs that we've been working with on the marketing side, and it's been such a quick transition for people to go from teaching lessons face to face or group sessions into obviously an online side of things. For all of the women tuning in, I know that we've got quite a few women that are tuning in because they've seen the picture that we've put up of you. We do apologise. Jamie has got his clothes on today. For anyone that follows him on Instagram, it's very rare to see him with his clothes on.
No.
But thanks anyway, Jamie. We were just actually having a quick chat before this where we both took our hats off, and underneath there's a bit of a mess, definitely for me.
Definitely.
It's bad, isn't it?
Yeah,
we're both very much looking forward to getting to a barber shop when this is over. So for everybody tuning in, thank you very much for tuning in. We are smashing the views. I think by early next week, we'll probably have hit the 250,000 views mark. So really, really exciting. We've got obviously Jamie giving up his time today to come and give some fantastic insights and tips for everybody. So all that I ask is, if you feel that you got benefit from the show, then please tag people in the comments and share the show with them so they can get the benefit and we can all pay it forward. That would be absolutely fantastic. So Jamie, let's get straight into it. One of the things that people struggle with, especially when they're at home and they're not kind of out and as active as they probably were before, we talk about trying to get your head in the game and really try and find that motivation, whether that's in the morning or the evening or whatever time of day that people have got the option to do a bit of a workout. So can you give us a bit of insights into how you train your clients or yourself, even how you get yourself into that kind of headspace ready to go for the day?
Yeah, definitely the first couple of weeks, probably like everyone went full on into fitness, or they didn't do anything at all. A lot of people went on drinking, eating anything they could see.
Yeah.
Everyone was going mad. Myself, I thought it was Christmas again, and I was eating so much food. But I started putting a routine in place, and so I do like Facebook Lives every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And at 9 o'clock, because I found out that I put a post up on Instagram and seen when people prefer training because they were at home, and a lot of people had kids. They want to get it done out of the way. And so, like I said, I do a live on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I found for myself as well, working out in the morning, and because you get it done, or else you're waiting around, doing your work or whatever you're doing in the day. And then at night time, you're like, oh, I really can't be bothered to train. And so you won't train, you put on Netflix, you put something easy in the oven to cook, like a pizza or something like that. And then, I found straight away, as soon as I put in routine, and then I'm like, I work out in the morning. I got up, actually done it. And instead of not doing it and just sitting around, literally watching Netflix and then doing my online clients.
Oh shit! I pressed the wrong button. I kicked myself out of the room and brought myself back in. So with your online clients, how do they kind of get access to that? Is that like are you doing something on an app, or are you doing it through Facebook? What works best for you at the minute?
At the moment, I'm doing through like virtual, doing through FaceTime and stuff, and Zoom, and then I'm doing one-to-one with some of my clients. Some of my clients, there's like a couple of people, like their friends, that I'm doing at the same time. And
okay, yeah.
They're doing like a group workout and that as well, like on Zoom. So there's like quite a few people that join in, and then as well, I made an online competition, and so it's called Lockdown Games, and it's it's a competition. It was only be just for 4 weeks, but then because obviously we got lockdown in isolation a lot longer, and it's 2 workouts a week and then 2 challenges a week. So there'll be a video come out every Tuesday and every Friday, and there'll be workout every Tuesday and Friday, and there'll be a challenge as well in that time. What you have to do, and then you post the video, or you send a video on like Facebook Messenger to us, and you have a set workout to do, and it's like fastest workout and that, and then wins like the challenge and then over the course of the whole however long this isolation is for everybody, we do like a time cap on it at the end, and there's prizes to win and stuff. So it just keeps people interested rather than just doing like your home workouts and stuff. So there's a little bit of competition for people.
I really like that, because I think for me, especially as when I work out, I need something like that. And there's loads of other people with similar scenarios. So I think for me, I hate running with a passion. Ever since being in the army, I've always hated running. It's never been my thing. But I thought, right, I do need to get out. I do need to up my cardio. So I do need to start doing some running. And I set myself up with this. There was some sort of it's kind of app based online where I pick a distance, and I think I picked Hadrian's Wall, which is about 90k or something. Yeah. And every day you kind of plug the Fitbit or the Apple Watch into it, go for a run, and it counts up. Okay, you've ran 5k today, so we'll take that off the distance. Yeah. And it gives you the little map, and you can see yourself kind of moving across every day. So you've kind of got a destination to get to. And then at the end, they send you out this cool little kind of like medal thing. Well done, you've done it. So there's like a little prize at the end, which is quite cool as well. So I think that's really good to have people kind of incentivized by that. Now, you've talked about just there, you said about doing group sessions with people, or them doing it with their friends when you're training with them at the minute. Do you find that works really well for people from an accountability point of view? Because I know that's one of the main reasons to have a PT, because obviously you can't get away with stuff because they're on the phone. It's like, you better be out of bed. But it's good for people to do it with friends and things like that.
Oh, definitely. Like, say when you're doing it, even like on your own, because you got to be there. Like, even you got to be there. You got to be in your living room, or if you're going in your garden working out, you got to be that time, and so you don't feel like you're letting someone down as well. Yeah. And so that's like, even like say when I go to the gym, or if I like know I've got to work out at this time, I'm like trying to do it where I'm doing a workout with a client as well. And so then I don't feel like I'm letting them down. They don't feel like they're letting me down. And so you're there and you're getting in that session, and it's just 45-minute sessions that I'm doing with clients. And so 45 minutes, just smash it all out. And then 45 minutes out of your day when you're sat at home, like when a lot of people are working at home, and to be honest, people are taking a lot longer lunches than they normally do. You can fit in that workout, what's 45 minutes long, easy.
Oh, happy days. That's really good. We've had a question come in from Sarah Gibson. I'm going to throw it onto the screen. Should I do strength training and cardio, or can I lose fat just by doing the strength training? I'm definitely going to throw that to you. I've got absolutely no idea.
You can lose fat, obviously, from just strength training, but you have to be in a calorie deficit, which everybody probably seen online and everything, that like James Smith like always talks about being in a calorie deficit. If you're not moving more than you're putting in, you are going to put on weight. And then if you're moving more than you're putting in, you are going to lose fat. It's the only way you're going to do it. And so, doing strength training. So say doing like, say, a HIIT workout where you're doing like your squats, your lunges, and like say you're using weights, kettlebells, anything. So if you're doing like your workouts and then doing cardio on top, you will lose fat a lot better and a lot quicker, but then you will be a lot more healthy as well. So you have your cardiovascular and you have your strength, from where you grow. Obviously, your muscle get more toned for when you lose the body fat, you're not just going to be there, lost your body fat, not got any muscle there, have muscle there, so you look a bit more toned. And trust me, girls say this so much, I do not want to be really muscular.
Yeah.
But it takes years, trust me. And so doing that bit of like strength training will help you so much more reach your goals.
All right, I think that's a great answer for Sarah. And in regards to I love the calorie deficit thing, and we talk about it almost every Friday, almost every time people come in. And this is one of the big things that I really push from a fitness side, from obviously doing, I'm not a PT, but just come from a military background where we did fitness every single day, multiple times a day. So you get to learn certain things. And our thing was, in the army, we eat crap. Like, we eat pizza, we eat burgers, we eat chips, we all drink. We don't smoke as much as we used to, but we're just filling our bodies with calories all day. But we're working out 3 times a day sometimes.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to encourage people to eat crap food, but in theory, it doesn't really matter what you eat if you're counteracting that with fitness and keeping yourself healthy. In that sense, you will burn it all off anyway. So I think for some people they use it as an excuse, don't they? You must hear so many excuses. What's some of the best excuses you've heard?
Yeah, I've had like clients say before, oh, I've done all the steps, I've done all the workouts, and I've ate all the right food, and they haven't lost weight or anything. And I was just like, wow, there's something there that's not right. You're not doing the workouts, or you're not eating right. You're doing something. And so, yeah, guys, you have to like say, try and eat good. So I say to my clients 80% of the time, because you still want to have a lifestyle, you still want to go out when we can for food, we still want to have drinks, you still want to socialize. And so if you're good 80% of the time, you can have that chocolate bar in a day or something, or have a couple of drinks at the weekend, or go out for food. It's not going to kill you. And so don't beat yourself up for having that chocolate bar. As long as you're going to have that walk, done that little bit of a workout to make up for it, it's fine.
So we've had another comment coming from, it doesn't tell us who this one is. So for myself, it's around 5 p.m. I do fitness around the local woods, doing a mixture of upper body and hill sprints. Well, I think that's spot on, isn't it? You're doing a bit of both there. Love a bit of hill sprints.
Yeah, sprints, getting heart rate up, burning a lot of calories, and like I said earlier, getting that cardiovascular in. And doing a bit like, say, where you're working out in the woods, doing the upper body, so probably doing the pull-ups on the tree. Try not to pull down the tree or like do something like that. But doing a bit of the upper body and hill sprints, perfect.
I can't see who it is, but it's definitely someone ex-military. Very true. We were fed crap food, and as you say, it was burned off doing fizz. Absolutely true. If you do enough, you're going to be absolutely fine. You're not going to put on any weight. Unless there's a medical reason for it. But yeah, absolutely wicked. All right, let's go into our second point of the day. So we've kind of talked about getting ourselves in the great headspace. We're ready to do a workout. What kind of things can people do from home currently?
Like I said, have a routine. And then normally when people go on the way to the gym or something, they're listening to their gym songs. And so you're getting in a bit of a mood, getting ready to like have your workout and that. So at home, blast your music for like 10 minutes before you don't have a workout. Like, put your favorite tunes on. I found, for me personally, like putting my music on what normally plays in the gym or something really gets me more in the mood than, say, if you just sat there and then you're like, oh, I've got to go and work out now. So if you like, when you get ready, like I have a shower before I go to the gym. I don't know why, but yeah, it's just the thing I normally do before I normally train. I have a shower because you feel fresh. Then you're like, yeah, I'm ready to go. So if you have a routine, what you do normally going to the gym when you come home from work, try and keep that up, because then you'll be like, yeah, I'm getting ready. Then you're in the right frame of mind to be like, yeah, I'm going to train now, going to smash my workout. Even like I said, half an hour, smash that workout. As soon as it's done, then you can get back, watch Netflix.
Or do some work. If anybody is actually doing any work, then do a bit of work. But yeah, no, I think that's great. I think lots of people using, like you said, the online sessions, the Zoom calls and things like that. I think that's a great way to do it. I think I re-downloaded Insanity, and this was really funny actually, because some trainers like Insanity, some don't. I used to love it from the army. We used to do Insanity like every day. And I actually really enjoyed it back then. and I'm nowhere near as fit as I was then, obviously. And I installed Insanity, and this is a bad thing to admit, but it's quite funny. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna do Insanity. And the first thing, if anybody's done Insanity before, is you have to do the fit test. So you go through it and you do different exercises and you mark down where you're at so that you can come back to it later to see if you've improved.
Yeah.
I nearly passed out on the fit test. Like, no shit. It was really bad. It was so embarrassing because I was like, whoa, I feel a bit faint. Like, this isn't right. But that is really, really high intensity stuff. And you kind of get out what you put in with things like that, I think. But that was quite interesting. Have you done the Insanity, Jamie?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, and that fit test is it's a lot harder than you think, especially when you do cardio that much anymore.
Oh no, I couldn't do it. So for some people, obviously, that don't like running, have you got something that you suggested them to do as an alternative?
Yeah, like even just going out walking, or like give yourself, like I say, a little HIIT workout where you're doing a certain amount of squats or like squats, lunges. I always say squats because they're so good. And like squats, lunges, if you suffer like bad knees or something, press ups and like mountain climbers, and try and do stuff. If your knees hurt or stuff from running, where a lot of people will be finding themselves like, then, oh, my knees are hurting because I'm always going running. Have a day off, or try and do some stretching. We have got time now to do stretching, so try and do some stretching after like you're running. And like I said, do a HIIT workout. And like a HIIT workout you can do in literally 10-15 minutes if you want to. Just 30 seconds on each exercise, 10 seconds, and you can burn as much calories as you can going running, and you might enjoy it. And so a lot of people are preferring going out running because they can get outside now. And when the weather was good last week,
that's the summer. Yeah, we've had our summer. That's it. It's raining for the rest of the year now, guys. But this was really good. So I've read a book recently called, this is it, Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. Not sure if anybody's read this. But it's a really, really good book. And the guy, he's like super, super driven. If anybody's read the book, he's just ridiculously driven guy. Super fit. I think he was renowned as like one of the fittest people in the military over in America. And he's done some incredible things. And they talk about the mentality of we actually only perform around 40% because our mind tells us that we can't do stuff. And I think that's a massive hindrance for people in fitness, where they kind of go, do you know what? I don't think I can do that. And it's not something that I'm capable of. And again, that's it's a self-fulfilling prophecy when you feel like that, isn't it? So if you say to yourself, I can't do something, you will not be able to do it. It's impossible because your mind, you've tuned it to do that. Do you do anything with people in the sense of with the mind to try and, I suppose, again, it goes back to kind of headspace. That's what,
like I set out personally, I think it's in my garage. And then I've got like a couple of whiteboards, what I have. And probably a lot of PTs will have these, and business people. And because you write down, say, your goals, it sounds like so cheap, but you write down, say, little goals, what you want to do. Say, I have people getting ready for like triathlons and stuff. And so the end goal is to finish that triathlon in, say, a certain amount of time, or just finish that triathlon. And so, and I had a client, 2 years ago, she's still with me, like over 2 years ago, she's still with me now. And she's on dialysis, and she has dialysis like every single day. And she came to me and said, I want to run the London Marathon. And there was a person, like not a female, would have run the London Marathon then. And the hottest London Marathon that has ever been on record or something when she done it. But she didn't care what time she got, she just wanted to finish it. And so I think she did it in about 7 hours, but someone who's got no kidneys or anything, and she has to have, like I said, dialysis every single day. And she done it, and she was like, got that determined, and she kept on adding a little mile or something, or adding that little goal where it's just a little bit further, like a little bit harder, week by week. And she was like, I think she only ran up to 18 miles to practice, like for it, to train for it. And then I was like, have you done the miles? She's like, I've tried. But in her head, she was finishing that London Marathon. And so if you tell yourself you're not going to complete something, you won't do it.
I think that's what it is. And I think some of those times it's doing something that you haven't done before. Like London Marathon, I don't know many people that have run a marathon to train for a marathon.
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot of people that go for a run and they'll do maybe half a marathon at the most, and then they'll go and smash the marathon out. Like, I think if you're going to do a marathon, I personally wouldn't do a marathon every day to practice for a marathon. That would be bonkers. But like we used to do, for those in the military, a tactical advanced to battle. So we put on a Bergen, we go out for like a walk, run, jog kind of thing. Probably walk a little bit, then jog a little bit, then walk a little bit. You don't want to run all of it because for those that don't have tab, you've got a lot of weight on your back. But in the military, we would get dropped off into a location and we might have to do 20K or 20 miles into like the destination that we're going. And at the time, you're kind of like, well, a lot of the time I won't tell you. You just get there and they'll be like, so where are we going? That way. And you do it for like half a day. But if you were to tell me before I got dropped off, right, Stefan, you're going to go on a 20-mile tab, I'd have been like, that's no way. Like, no chance we're going to do that. But you just do it. You kind of get on with it. And then when it's done, it's like, oh, fantastic. So those sort of things really work really well. And we said about the weather then. Getting out when it rains I think it's a bit of a boost.
Yeah.
Because for the training of the mind, I think when anybody can go for a run in the sun. Come on, guys, it's nice weather. It's a bit of an excuse to go, I'm going to go spend some time in the sun. Now, if you can get into that mentality of wake up in the morning and go, do you know what? It's raining. But instead of walking out the door and going, up, bit of rain, closing the door, getting back into bed, going, you know what? Oh, there's a bit of rain. That's absolutely fine. I might just put a jacket on or something and then get back out there, keep the running shoes on and go and do it. That's so much more powerful. It keeps with that routine and see it as almost a fun challenge to challenge yourself. I think that's really key as well, isn't it? To kind of go, wind, rain, snow, whatever, I'm going to go out and I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I was saying to a client the other day, literally this conversation, she said, oh, I've been going running and then I stopped. And I was like, why did you stop? And I was like, what, you like injured or like something? And she goes, oh no, it's raining, isn't it? And I was like, well, like you said as well, like say it's a goal. You've gone out in that rain. As soon as you get a little bit wet, you don't care.
Yeah.
You're like, as soon as you've gone out, it's only a bit of water. Get out. But then as soon as you come back, like you've like, yeah, I'll just smash that run in the rain. And then you do feel a bit more like a self-achievement and you've got a boost from doing it. And you're like, oh, I can do it in the rain. I can do it in anything. And so...
Exactly. I think that I love running in the rain anyway, just jumping in puddles. It's fun. It's like being a child again. I think it's good. Get out in the rain. It's good fun. We've had another comment come in from a Facebook user. Hi, Stefan. I'm 55 this year. Not in bad shape, but my knees get really sore. I'm out on a bike or running 4 to 5 times a week. What can I do to stop my knees hurting? Anything for that, Jamie?
Stop running for a bit.
Stop running.
Because the impact on running, like your knees, is going to take a toll, especially if you're going 4 or 5 times a week. And if you're going 4 or 5 times a week, and say if you're doing that in the week, having the weekends of rest or a couple of days having rest, maybe swap it up and then just try and do your bike for a couple of weeks and see how you get on. Mm-hmm. And it might just be you've like people say like overtraining, but with running, you can get bad knees, bad back, bad hips, and that from running too much. And so if you just try and lay off a little bit, try and do a bit more stretching and stuff, even like after your runs, like it can help. And doing a bit of strength work with the running will be able to like get your ligaments, your tendons stronger, your muscles to be able to run. A lot of runners like turn their nose up when they say, when a personal trainer or coach something goes, go to the gym, go do some weights. They're like, no, because I need to run to get quicker at running, which is right. But if you have a bit more strength there, like say in your muscles, you have a bit more power, and then it will help strengthen your ligaments, your tendons, and then your muscles as well. So you won't be getting, hopefully, that many like more like pains and stuff. And stretching, guys, when you have your rest days, try and stretch. Even if you like say watching TV, you've got like 5 minutes. And you can just stretch nice and easy, and like things like I've got this here, and having like one of the guns, like just to go over your muscles, and just helps you deal with that soreness, like so much more.
Those guns are hilarious as well. I've seen so many videos of those guns. What people are doing? Because it looks like, is it really painful or is it just a weird sensation?
It's got like 3 different like levels. Like some have and some got like a few more, and then like there's like more expensive ones and there's like cheaper ones and stuff. But yeah, it's just basically like a massage. So basically like rolling out.
So just distributing lactic acid and stuff, is it?
Yeah, and then just like muscle repair stuff and just like literally, I've helped like not helped find like me personally when doing it. When I've done a leg workout live this morning.
Oh yeah.
Then I came in and I was on a Zoom like with one of my clients, and I was just going over my legs, and because I'm going to train again later. And so yeah, I'll keep eating more food, so I've got to train more.
Of course, yeah. We're still all eating like it's Christmas. Why not? Yeah. Just make sure you do some fits. So going back to the question from this individual, we'll talk about the knees hurting. I'd also say look at where you're running. Now, for a lot of people that are running on the road, that's going to have a significant impact on your knees, more than it would if you were doing cross-country running through like the woods or something. So just be aware of that as well, because I know from the military, when we used to do running on the streets, it would have a lot more of an impact. Now, I've got plantar fasciitis, if anybody knows that, which is the muscle connected to your foot, which can be quite painful. Now, I could go and do a marathon and it wouldn't affect me. And then I might go and do a 2-mile run the next day and it'll just go ping. Like you never quite know what you're going to get with it. So sometimes it's good, but that again, lots and lots of stretching. But I'll have a lot harder an impact when I'm running on the road. There's a much higher chance that that's going to kind of ping on that day than if I was doing cross country running. So I would definitely say to people, kind of just keep that in the back of your mind as well. We're going to talk about, I think we've kind of covered that bit. We're going to go on to talk about what to eat and what not to eat, because we kind of played onto that quite well. So, Jamie, what's your advice for people as to, lots of people talk about, like, should I be taking protein? Like, we get lots of questions. That question comes in quite a lot. Should I be using certain supplements? Or can we get all the nutrients that we need from food?
You can get all the nutrition from food, and it's like a lot of people have protein shakes, like say people that train all the time, because it does help repair and it helps build muscle. And so that's why people want to have protein shakes, because you have a certain amount of protein, what you want to be hitting a day for whatever your goal is. Like say if you want to lose body fat, or if you want to say build up, or it's what your goal is. So you have your set amount of protein a day, then have your calories, and like say you're working Saturday the day, so hit your calories, hit your protein, and then fill it up with like say your carbs, your fats. And so a lot of people get so like restricted within their diets, and they're like, I can only have like chicken, rice and veg. You can have so much more, like potatoes and like steak and stuff like that, and everyone's like, oh, I've got to eat eggs all the time. But it's you can have like literally make such a vast like you can have such variation of diet.
Yeah, I think it's funny how people use it as an excuse. Like this is a big one. You must hear that all the time. But okay, I want to work out, but I'm not performing as well. I'm not taking protein, or I haven't got my supplements, and that sort of stuff. And you don't really need them. Like they're great to have. Like, I'm going to promote a product now, which you might have seen, Joe. I'm not sure. So this is actually a client that we've worked with, which is Eddie Hall uses it. It's a really cool one I call Oblivion by Myoband. Now for me, I hate protein drinks. I think they all taste like shit.
Yeah.
But that one, it just tastes like fruit juice. It's really, really nice. Like I can just literally go and make it with water and drink it now, and it's just like having a blackcurrant fruit juice, and it's so nice. So if anybody doesn't want to take protein because it tastes like shit, then I would say try that one, because and I'm just not promoting the product. Out of all the ones I've found, I haven't actually found any that are better for me personally. And it's, even though it's like just everyone goes, oh, how's that got protein in it? And it's got like 25 grams of protein, no carbs, no sugars, no fats, and you get like 30 servings, and it's about 30 quid, I think.
Yeah. If you're not eating enough, like you said, like you don't need to have the supplements, but to make, like say, benefit your training, an easy way to get in that protein, you can have like a protein shake or something to help boost you up. Because eating all that food at first is hard for like people just eating like all the time. So when people eat 3 meals and you give them like 5, they're like, I can't eat 5 meals a day.
Yeah.
And you're like, trust me, it's great. It's a privilege to be able to eat 5 meals a day.
It is. And we used to have people that trained with us in the military. And I remember there was one guy, I think I was on a lifeguard course with him. And we were all staying in like the same room when we were on the course. And I remember kind of being asleep, and it was like silly o'clock in the morning, and I think it was like 3 a.m. or something, and his alarm went off. And I was like, why is his alarm going off at 3 o'clock? And he used to get up in the middle of the night just to eat tuna and then go back to bed again.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's too much, mate. Don't do that.
I used to be like, when I was young, I'd never be able to put on weight. I was one of the skinny kids, and I always stayed skinny. And everyone's like, oh, that's great. You're never going to get fat. And I was like, well, for me, because I wanted to go into bodybuilding, and when I was playing rugby, it wasn't good because I was getting thrown about playing rugby. And then for bodybuilding, it was harder for me to put on size. And so, like you said, that lad, I was in the middle of the night trying to have shakes and stuff to keep full. And by the end of it, you don't like eating and that. It's like to say you don't like eating, but you're eating every 2 hours to put that weight on.
We do get that, actually. I know a lot of people, I suppose the majority of the people that we hear from on the show is more right, how do I lose weight? What can I do to lose weight? But there are people that have commented, I think last week or the week before, that were saying the opposite, very similar to your situation, which is how can I actually put on weight, but with still being healthy? Obviously, we all know we can just go and eat pizzas and pies all day, and in theory, you'll put on weight. But for people that want to actually kind of bulk out and put a bit of weight on, but in a healthy way, what would you recommend to them?
Try and go like obviously into like a calorie surplus is like when you're eating more calories than you're burning off. And so you will start to put on weight, but it like some people have like fast metabolism, or they struggle to put on weight. It's just you just have to keep eating, keep going, and keep training, and then it's just consistency and time. That's what it is. It'll take you a while to put on some more weight, but try and eat like nutritional, like dense food, and even if like say people do clean bulk and healthy bulking, and you obviously know when clean bulking you're eating like, or you like say chicken, your veg, and then having like your potatoes and stuff. Then when you're dirty bulking, you're having like still all your meals, but then you're eating like all your pizzas and that as well.
Yeah.
And so it's having say a bit less of like your foot on your nutrition, but you want to put on the weight, but you don't want to put on the fat. Yeah. Which everyone's like, I want to get big, and then you see people like go like Eddie Hall, but they go and they basically go like chipmunks, and they get put on loads of fat, and then when they want to cut down, it takes them a lot longer. Yeah, you want to put on size. I would say go into a calorie surplus, so eat more calories than you're burning, and but try and keep it a little bit more like healthy as well. And so have your veg, and then try and do say a little bit of cardio as well. Where you're going for like long runs and stuff, just go for like nice walks. All you gotta do is like go for a half an hour walk, get your 10,000 steps in and stuff, and then you're burning off, but you're still training, and you're going to be gaining muscle. And what
people they've got to remember, isn't it, is if you are going to put on, if you're intentionally going to put on weight and you're trying to get bigger, but you're not keeping that fitness. So in theory, and this is very, very kind of meta, it's very basic. In the sense of, if you weigh more, your body needs to be ever so slightly fitter because it's moving more weight around. Yeah. So for people that are trying to just, all right, okay, I want to put on a bit of weight, make sure you are increasing your fitness alongside that, because if you're going to put on 10 kilograms, your body needs to be that little bit fitter to carry around an extra 10 kilograms all the time. Yeah. There's a good thing, actually, a good mention there from Katie that's just come in, saying my stairs are my best friend. There's a really weird quote from a film, wasn't there? About, I can't remember who it was. It was a famous woman in America years ago who said she never used the gym. She just took the stairs every day. Yeah. Which is true. It's really good. So she's most indoor exercise, even push-ups and stretches. There's so many things that you can use around the house. And we've done this thing where when I was in Canada for a while, based out there, and I was doing a kind of officey type job, but in the army. Yeah. And so you kind of sat and it was shift work as well. So I'm either on an 11 or 13-hour shift behind a computer. Now in the army, you've got to keep fit, but it's very difficult to do when you're on shift work like that. Yeah. So I used to try and do little mini bits of fitness when I used to go. When I went for a cigarette. That's really bad for your fitness. But go to squat. Yeah, so every time I wanted to go for fit, but like luckily, like my boss was a Royal Marine, and he was like, right, okay, so if you're going for a cigarette, he hated smoking, and he was like, if you're going for a cigarette, you've got to do 30 press ups before you get out the door. There just happened to be a pull-up bar outside in the smoking area. So it's like, before you have a cigarette, 10 pull-ups. Then before you go back inside, another 10 pull-ups, and the press-ups before you go in the door. And I was like, well, I didn't feel much fitter by the time I left, but my arms were massive. So it was really good in that sense. But you can do that at home. And we spoke about this before, about like, if you are just trying to be a little bit more active, that you can put things like in between doorways. Can't you? Just like, right, for me, that.
Yeah, have like a towel where you can put, like, hold it in the doorway. Don't just pull it around the handles, because you will probably pull the handles off. Yeah, I've seen so many videos. Probably a lot of people have like compilation videos where people are putting stuff around and like hitting themselves with bands and hitting them and stuff. But yeah, if you can do it, even like, say, get your partner or like get your kids involved, get them to hold it on, and you can like pull it and do like kind of like a little like tug of war, but you're training like your back and stuff. Or you can do like a little bicep or like a little shoulder press. There's so many things you can do at home with like literally minimal equipment. I think there's only one workout what I've done live so far where I've used dumbbells. All the rest has been all body weight, and it's been every single workout's different. And so just be able to, like, 'cause I want to show people you don't need gym equipment to be able to train.
So what is the essential equipment that people, is there anything that people need at home, or is there something that you would say, if they are going to spend a little bit of money to go and get something, is there something that you would like a go-to piece of kit?
Say a kettlebell is absolutely great because it's so versatile. You can do everything with a kettlebell. You can do kettlebell swings, squats, everything, presses. You can train literally every body part with a kettlebell. Or a dumbbell is absolutely awesome as well. And resistance bands, which like for gym equipment, it is cheap. Like to have the resistance bands, you can get the ones with handles, you can get the whole loop ones. And so where you can have them nice and easy, or there's like things like sliders and stuff. And you can put your hands on, your feet on, and you can do all different exercises. There's all different workout videos on YouTube. So if you get bored and stuff, and then most of them come with manuals, but you're like, oh, I've done 10 exercises. But yeah, it's just try and make it fun is the main thing. If you enjoy it and that, you're going to do it a lot more.
Yeah, like, that's the key, isn't it?
Like, because I used to do a boot camp, so I've got tractor tires at my house.
Oh, wicked.
And you probably see on my Instagram, I made it kind of an assault course the other day. And I couldn't be bothered to work out, but I was like, I need to do something. And I was like, what can I do? And I looked at the tractor tires, I was like, let's make an assault course. So I was jumping from one to another and just messing about. I did that for like an hour.
That's wicked. So, I think that's a good way to do it. I remember when I first, literally like the month I got out of the army, I had a job actually, but what I was doing was, because I went to go and do the interview and I went to the business and stuff, they were like, oh, we just need to check something. Are you able to pop in at lunchtime? And I was like, yeah, right. So I was driving from work in the army over to the business, and I was going to work in army uniform still. And kind of everyone was seeing me about there, and they were like, oh, Stefan's fit. Stefan, can you do like some fitness with some of the people that want to do like after work or at lunchtime, go they had a field like literally across the road from the office. And this was a call center, so people weren't very active in general. So yeah, we used to do like a boot camp type fitness where we just get a load of equipment and kind of throw it out into the field. And that was so much fun. I probably shouldn't have done it. Like, I wasn't sure or anything. I wasn't. It was just like, oh, a couple of friends go for a workout. Although I didn't do it, I just like showered at them. I was like, come on, up and down, run around, because that was the fun bit. But yeah, so I think doing things like that, it's one of those things that, like you just said there, learn to enjoy it, because if it's something you enjoy, you are more likely to do it. It shouldn't be something that you hate. And I think when it becomes a lifestyle thing, it's so much better. When someone's going, oh, I've got to go to the gym today.
Yeah, I feel
that happens in the beginning, but you do learn to love it, don't you? It becomes kind of addictive.
Yeah, like I had one of my clients. He was into fitness a lot, and before he came to me, but then he had like a couple of years where he didn't do anything, and then he started this year, and he said he was in like a rut and didn't do like any exercise or anything. And then he came to me, and I've seen him 3 times a week. And for a PT, that's quite a lot. And so you see some people that say once a week or like twice. And he came like 3 times a week. But then he was like, it changes like attitude so much. He's like, oh, I felt like I was coming each time and it was a chore. As soon as you get into a routine, you're doing it, and then you feel that little bit better. Like each time you're doing it, you're like, yes, I've just smashed that workout. I've just like, even if let's say it's a kilo or something you lifted heavy, or 10 seconds more you've done on like that exercise, you feel so much better for it. So then when you're progressing and stuff, and you see yourself progressing, you will want to do it more because you feel good about doing it.
Yeah, I think this is one of the things that I want people when they come out of lockdown to kind of look back and go, what did I get out of it? Now, for some people, like I completely understand, and for those, like I've said to people that are employed or currently on furlough, like I hate when people complain when they're on furlough. It just stop complaining, getting paid to be at home, do nothing. Use the time to spend time with your family. If you live at home with your family, fantastic. You will never get this chance again to spend so much time with your family. I know some people don't want to, but take advantage of it. Even like if you want to play computer games for 3 months. Doesn't matter. Relax, enjoy yourself, but try and get something out of it. So regardless if you're employed or unemployed, whatever your situation during this time, like try and do something. And if you can come out of lockdown a little bit fitter than you were before, you've achieved something. Like you'll feel healthier, you'll feel fitter, you'll have more energy going into whatever you're doing, whether that's going back to work or a new job or something different. Try and get something out of it. And one of the easiest things that we can get out of it that's very readily accessible is the fitness side. And there's so many resources about that around that at the minute. So going on to resources, we've kind of taken up all the time. We've got about 3 minutes left. So Jamie, just want to give everybody a quick reminder of what it is that you do for anybody that tuned in a bit late, and how they can get hold of you and the kind of services you're offering at the minute.
Yeah, well, like I said before, guys, I'm Jamie Constable. I'm a personal trainer from Leamington Spa, but I do online coaching as well, and as well, obviously, personal training. And you can get hold of me on my Just Change Instagram or my Just Change PT Facebook page. Or you can, if you want to contact me, it's under Jamie Constable on Facebook and on Instagram. And so just give me a message on there. And also, I'm winning a raffle prize at the moment, and it's like it's a raffle which consists of 1 to 59 numbers. So numbers are the Euro Millions, and it's £25 for a number, but you win a year's long personal training with myself. So you win 52 sessions of PT for a year. And so you get 1 session a week for a whole year, or you can have online coaching and you get all your nutrition plans, your workout plans. You have weekly check-ins with myself. And so if you want to have a look at that, guys, if you're interested, have a look, go over to my Facebook page. It's £25 a ticket, but it's over over £2,000. It's like the whole prize is worth. So if you want to get in contact with me, guys, or have a talk, just give me a message and I'll get back to you.
Awesome, fantastic. Well, Jamie, thank you very much for joining on the show. Guys, we will drop the links into the comments later so you can get hold of Jamie. And that raffle sounds absolutely fantastic. I might jump on that as well. That sounds great. I need to get fit. Like, really.
We'll get you there, mate.
Okay, we need to get there. So, no, Jamie, thank you very much for giving it your time. For everybody watching today or on the replay, please, like we said earlier on, it's fantastic for Jamie and other guests like Jamie that have given up their time to share their knowledge and expertise and experience with us. So all we ask is if you know somebody that could benefit from it, to tag them in the comments or share the video of them. That would be absolutely excellent. Now, that is it for our Friday show. We're not back later on, but we do have something coming specifically for Friday evenings, starting from next week. So keep tuned to hear about that at a later date. Next week, we've got something a little bit different. So for veteran-owned businesses, we're going to have loads and loads of veteran-owned businesses. Obviously, we are the Digital Commando Show. I come from a military background, as you've heard. So what we want to do is next week is dedicated to military veterans and their families that run businesses. So we've got loads of them on, still keeping with the kind of same Monday to Friday format, but we'll be on twice a day. So 11 a.m. every morning, 8 p.m. every evening. We'll have some people from the States, and we're going to kick it off the Monday with, for those that are going to join us at 8 p.m, Miss New York is going to be joining us on the show. So great show for that one as well. So guys, have an amazing Friday. Have a great weekend. Try and do some fitness, keep fit. And the sun has literally just come out this minute, so no better time to go. Jamie, once again, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you very much.
And we'll catch up with you soon. Everybody else, peace out. See you later. Bye.